Hi, this is Gary with MacMost.com. On today's episode, let's take a look at using guest accounts on your Mac. So say I want to hand my MacBook to a friend or family member so they can do something pretty quickly, like access the internet or something like that. Or even a house guest just come over, or somebody's visiting me at work and I want to give them an opportunity to access the internet, check their email, or whatever they want to do. Now if I give them my Mac, here I've got my mail they can access, I've got calendar and contacts and reminders, all my browser bookmarks and history. Everything is right here for them to get into. And even if I trust them completely, I don't want them to perhaps mess something up, like maybe add some bookmarks or to change something in my contacts, or maybe install a piece of software, even do something like setting some cookies by visiting some websites. I don't want them to mess anything up that I've got going on here. So it would be nice if I had a second Mac that was completely clean and new and I can give it to them, and after they're done using it I can then wipe it clean. Well, you can do that with your Mac with the guest account. So here's how the guest account works. If you go to System Preferences and you look in Users and Groups, you can see under Other Users you've got the guest user. And you can change the options for the guest user or add it if it's not enabled by first clicking Login Options and unlocking it right here by entering in your password. Now I have the options to enable this guest user if not already. I can enable parental controls or not, just give them regular access. It's not administrator access, it's just regular access. And now that I've enabled that, all I need to do is when they want to sit down at the computer I can switch users. I can go over and log me out and it will take me to the login screen. Instead of logging in as me, I log in as the guest user. Now here they are in a guest user account. And it doesn't look that different, but if you notice none of the apps are running here. And if I were to look in any of these apps, like let's say Contacts, you'll see that it's completely empty. It's like you've created a new user for this person and everything is blank. There's no bookmarks. There's no mail account right here. If I click on Mail, they can quickly add their account here and check their email certainly, but my email account isn't there. They won't find any of my browser history, none of my preferences for any of the apps, but the apps are available. I mean, if you notice here you can see apps like Numbers, Keynote, Pages. The apps are for all the users in the entire computer, but as a guest user they don't have access to my documents. If I look under Finder and I go to Documents, I can see it's a completely empty folder. I can go up a level and you can see they're in the guest account, and I can look at Users and there I am. There's the guest account they're in. There's my account. If I go in that you can see no access to any of those folders. They can't get into my Documents folder to even see what's there, let alone change it. So it's a completely clean account. Now here's the best part about a guest account. Once they're done doing what they're doing, they will go and log out. When they log out, you get this message that by logging out of the guest account it deletes all the files. The entire user directory, any documents they've created, any preferences they've saved, anything they've downloaded, everything is just completely wiped out. I can log back in as me. So in the Finder window here I can actually go all the way up to the top to Users again, and I could see here that the guest folder isn't even there anymore. It's completely removed. It's like that guest was never there. So this is a great way to give somebody temporary access. As a matter of fact, the only way you should give somebody who does not own your computer temporary access to your Mac. If of course you share a computer with more than one person, then you can create a user account for them and you both have user accounts you can switch between, and it keeps all of your files and preferences and everything like that. So that's a great way to share a computer, say with your spouse or with your kids. But for temporary access you want to use guest accounts.